When someone you love is dying, time changes shape. Minutes become heavy. Hours become fragile. Days feel like sand slipping through your fingers, and you keep trying to close your hand tighter. But the harder you squeeze, the faster it escapes. You begin to measure life not by plans or futures, but by breaths, by heartbeats, by how tightly you can hold on to a moment before it dissolves. This season, when everything outside is covered in lights and songs about joy and miracles, you might feel like you're quietly drowning in a world that refuses to notice. People tell you to stay positive, to be strong, to have faith. They speak as if love is enough to keep someone alive, as if hope could rewrite biology. But inside, you know the truth you're trying so hard not to say out loud. You are preparing to say goodbye to someone who is still here. There is no textbook for how to walk through days like these. Nothing prepares you for the moment when you look at someone you love and realize you are counting the number of Christmases left. Nothing prepares you for pretending to talk about the future, while knowing the future you're describing might not include them. And no matter how much you try to stay present, a part of you is already grieving. There's a special kind of grief that begins before death. Psychologists call it anticipatory grief. It's the mourning that begins while life is still present. It's the pain of losing someone inch by inch instead of all at once. You start grieving the things they can no longer do. You grieve the pieces of their personality that illness steals. You grieve the normal days you used to complain about. You grieve the version of yourself who didn't yet understand what real fear feels like. And then there are the questions that haunt you silently. How am I supposed to act around them? Should I stay strong or let myself cry? Should I talk about death or pretend I believe they'll get better? Am I doing enough? Will I regret something later? What do I say when I don't know how many more chances I have to say it? There is no right answer, and that's what breaks you. Some days you want to be close to them every second, memorizing their voice, their hands, the shape of their face. Other days you feel the need to step away, even briefly, because the pain is too sharp, too overwhelming, too real. Then guilt floods over you for the moments you couldn't bear to stay in the room. And no one tells you that grief is not only sadness. Sometimes it's anger at doctors, at fate, at God, at the universe, at the world that keeps spinning like nothing is happening, at the silence, at the unfairness, at the clock that refuses to stop. Sometimes grief is love so big it has nowhere to go. Sometimes it is a scream you swallow so no one hears it. Sometimes it is numbness that scares you more than pain ever could. And you wonder, how do I keep living while watching someone I love disappear? The truth is brutal. You don't find peace by pretending everything is okay. You survive by letting yourself feel what you feel, even the feelings you're embarrassed to admit. Fear, anger, helplessness, resentment, hope you don't trust anymore. Love that hurts like a wound that won't close. You survive by speaking honestly, even if your voice breaks. I'm scared. I don't know how to do this. I don't want to lose you. I love you so much it feels unbearable. You survive by sitting quietly with them without trying to fix anything. You survive by holding hands and letting silence mean more than any speech ever could. You survive by understanding that presence is enough, even when you have no idea what to say. There is something the world rarely acknowledges. When someone you love is dying, you are dying a little too. A part of you is already breaking, and pretending to be strong does not make you stronger. It's okay to cry in the bathroom where no one can hear you. It's okay to fall apart in the car after leaving the hospital. It's okay to feel like you can't breathe when you watch them sleep. It's okay to be human. And in these final chapters, something else quietly reveals itself. Love becomes astonishingly simple. Suddenly, the things that once mattered, success, reputation, money, arguments, pride, schedules, expectations, fall away like dead leaves in winter. What remains is small, pure, unfiltered. Are you comfortable? Do you need water? Does it hurt? Is there something I can do? I'm here. I love you. You're not alone. This is the sacred part of loss, the part no one talks about, the intimacy, the softness, the unbearable beauty of caring for someone when there is nothing left to win, nothing left to prove, nothing left except love. Christmas becomes different too. It stops being about gifts and lights and perfect photos. It becomes about the quiet miracle of one more morning, one more breath, one more chance to say something true. If you are facing that reality now, there is one thing you must hear clearly. You are not failing by being devastated. You are not weak because you can't pretend this is normal. You are not wrong for grieving someone still alive. You are carrying a weight no human is built to carry gracefully. You will make mistakes. You will wish you had handled things differently. You will say the wrong things sometimes. You will feel guilt that you don't deserve. But what the person you love needs most is not perfection. It's you, not the version of you who knows what to do, not the strong hero who never cries, not the always positive hope machine. Just you, with your trembling hands, your breaking heart, your voice full of love that aches. If this is the last Christmas you share, let it be real. Say what you would regret not saying. Hold their hand longer than you usually do. Look at their face like you're memorizing it. Tell them the stories they've forgotten. Thank them for what they gave you. Laugh about something silly. Let yourself feel the entire truth, the joy and the agony mixed together. Because one day, you will miss even this pain. One day you will sit in a quiet room with an empty chair. And you will wish for one more hour of what you are living now, even the hardest parts. And when that day comes, what will save you is not how well you braced for loss. It will be the love you dared to give while you still could. So let yourself be here in the unbearable present, here in the miracle that someone you love is still breathing on this earth, here in the seconds that matter more than any tomorrow you once imagined. And when the moment of goodbye comes, whether you are holding their hand or whispering through tears, remember this. The pain you will feel is not a punishment. It is proof that you loved without holding back. It is the price of having something that mattered more than your own safety. And if they could speak beyond that final breath, they would say, "Thank you for staying, for loving me, for carrying me to the end, for letting me leave knowing I mattered." That is all anyone wants when death is near. Not miracles, not perfection, not control, just love. Honest, imperfect, human love. And maybe, in some mysterious way, that love does not end here. Maybe it continues in memory, in dreams, in the way you live the rest of your life differently because of them. Maybe love outlasts even death. And maybe that is the quiet message of Christmas. That light still exists even when everything feels dark. That endings are never truly endings. That love, once given, never disappears. Hold on. Breathe. Be here. You are living the hardest part of being human, and you are doing it with a heart that still chooses love, even while breaking.